All right. I think we are live now. Guys, if you all can hear us, if, if we are audible, if we are clear, एक मैसेज डाल दो कुछ चैट पे एंड क्वेश्चंस थ्रो करने से पहले प्लीज एटलीस्ट राइट हाय यार. हाय, गुड इवनिंग, समथिंग यू राइट प्लीज. So guys, we've got two guys from JBIMS, Atharva and Rucha. They are the current students in JBIMS. They'll pass out in 2026. And many of you all were asking us ki, why not? Why don't we invite some students from the current batch, get the experience that, understand the experience that they've had in JBMS, the competitions, lectures, placements, summer internship, everything. So we keep calling them for other live sessions as well. But today's live session is specifically on what should be the weekly timetable to get into JBIMS to crack MBA CET 2026. Um, these guys have done that. They've cracked the exam. They are in JBIMS. So who else would be better than them to tell us about the timetable? So yeah, over to Atharva and Rucha. जिसको ही पहले start करना है, you all can start. Take some time. Tell them about your timetable, and then probably the other person can say. And then next 15-20 minutes के बाद हम लोग we can take up the questions that these guys have. Go for it.
Sure, Vidhan. So I'll go first. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. Can you please confirm like if I'm audible? Thank you. So, hello guys. Good evening to each and everyone. Currently, I'm pursuing my MBA from Jamnal Bajaj Institute, and it's really a good feeling to be here. So, like we discussed in the last video, like this year we'll be having two attempts of the CET and how we'll go with that strategy. Today we'll be covering how we can plan our last 3 months of the CET and how we can target on the weekly basis. So to give you a brief background on myself, like I started the preparation of the CET in the month of January. And at my time, the CET exam was on 10th of March, as far as I remember. Yeah, 10th of March. So I had almost 70 days in hand to prepare for the CET, including the preparation as well as with the with mocks. So how I prepared for the CET and how I prepared my week. So I was a working professional. I was working for TCS, so I had my 9 to 5 job, a 9 hour job, and then simultaneously I was working for this Maharashtra CAT exam. So my strategy for the week was like initially I started with the with going through all the topics and then with the mocks. So how should be your strategy for the last 3 months? Because almost I personally gave 40 to 45 marks, but as we discussed in the last video as well, like 20 to 20, 25 to 30 marks is the ideal number that you should reach till you attend the last paper of your city. So what I would recommend is that 3 mocks in every week will be a good number for you. So suppose on Monday, if you are going to give the mock, then alternate day, maybe Wednesday and Thursday, you can again go for the mock, and over the weekend you can take one mock. So 3 weeks in 3 mocks in 1 week will be your strategy for the on the weekly basis. So as I mentioned, like 3 mocks. So suppose you are giving the mock on Monday. Tuesday, you have to do the analysis for the same mock that which questions you correctly marked, which questions you like where you are lacking, what are your strong areas, what are your weaker areas that you have to go through. That's how even I did, because as I mentioned, like I was working professional. So how I uh, like how was I was doing is that, like suppose my job was starting at 10 a.m. So I'll wake up early in the morning. We'll try to get the give the mock between 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. So as this is 2.5 hour of mock that you have to give. So that's how I was planning my day. Earlier in the morning, I'll give the mock, and in the evening time, I'll ensure that what went wrong in that particular mock, and that's how I was doing. So I would recommend the same strategy to you, that you can also follow the same in the morning time. You can give them up, or after the work hours, you can give them up. And then the next day, you can analyze those notes. So that's how you improve your score day by day, day by day. So suppose now this is the month of January and your exam will be in the month of April. So you almost have 3 months in hand, and now you'll get to know that you are scoring 80, 90, 100, and no, that's not at all issue. Because even when I started in the first mock, I remember today as well that I scored 76. That was my score. And if you are targeting for the JBIMS, so of course you'll need 150 plus score. So even if you are getting 70s, 80s, or 90s in your initial mocks, that is not an issue, but eventually you'll grow. So that was that's what my strategy was, that you have to give the mock, you have to improve the score each and every mock, day by day, scoring, like working on your weak areas, and then try to improve upon those areas. So 80, 90 initial days, then targeting 110 or 120 score in the subsequent month, and then ultimately reaching out to 130, 140, those scores. So if you're up at par 130, 135 in the mocks, you are well prepared. But I'll recommend that you go for 140 plus scores in mocks, and then you are set for the final exam. So that's how
Perfect.
you have to do your strategy.
Yeah, so guys, we've understood that how many mocks you should give, how much time you should give for analysis, and both Atharva and Rucha are working professionals. So probably from Rucha we can understand कि काम के साथ साथ अगर मेरे को दिन के कितने घंटे मिलने चाहिए, मतलब कितने घंटे आई शुड डेडिकेट फॉर सीईटी. सो इफ सपोज आई एम गिविंग 2 आवर्स एवरी डे, वो 2 घंटे में कैसे ब्रेक डाउन करूँ कि एक दिन मैं वीआरसी कर रहा हूँ, अगले दिन मैं एलआर कर रहा हूँ, या अगले दिन क्वांट्स कर रहा हूँ, फिर मॉक्स कौन से डे पे दूँ, मॉक्स कौन से डे पे एनालाइज करूँ. सो प्रॉब्ली रुचा यू कैन टॉक अबाउट दैट अ बिट.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Rucha and I'm currently studying in JBIMS, like we met in the last live session. So maybe I could talk about, like you mentioned, about the 2 hour, even I was working professional. So for me, when I started, it was in Jan, and I was also preparing. I mean, I had prepared for CAT and ZAT or SNAP, you may say. So because of this, mere to basics were clear. And then all I had to do is, so I started with giving one mock in a week, maybe for 2 3 weeks. And then after giving one mock, I used to analyze it thoroughly. So maybe I would give a mock on Sunday. So after the mock, I'll take like 1.5 hour break. So uske baad I used to go through each and every question and then analyze, okay, this is the question which I went wrong. And maybe after analyzing the whole mock, I used to take like 3 hours to analyze the mock, because I used to analyze it thoroughly. Even with the time, I used to match my timings with the timing which was given by the toppers or maximum number of students. And after analyzing, because like we know we have four sections, maybe verbal, logical, abstract, and quants. So I used to check, okay, so if I was lagging in verbal, so verbal mein I was like lagging in paras or antonyms and synonyms. So uh, okay, so after analyzing, because we have 5 days and I was working, so on Monday maybe in the morning, I had 1 hour, and in the evening I had 1 hour. So in the morning for maybe for VARC, I used to go through all the topics in which I was lagging. I used to go through the concepts. For example, synonyms and antonyms. I used to go through maybe a list of 10 to 20 synonyms and antonyms. And in the evening, as we know, we have a sectional test or maybe area specific test. So after clearing my concepts in the morning, I used to go for a test in the area wise or sectional wise test in the evening. So because of this, I used to clear my concepts on that day itself. So similarly, I used to do for all the three other sections, or maybe I used to just pick one topic from the logical reasoning or verbal ability or quants. So with the help of this strategy, I used to clear minimum 5 sections or 5 areas in a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe on Saturday I used to take one more mock, or maybe on Sunday. So again, if I'm taking a mock on Saturday, I used to analyze it thoroughly, and then again on Sunday I used to go for the area wise concept clear. I used to clear my concepts area wise. So this way I continued it for the 1 month, first month, which is Jan. And then from Feb onwards, I used to go for 2 mocks in a week. Maybe on Sunday I had given one mock, and then I used to give one mock on Wednesday after office, because you have to wait for like you have to sit for like 2.5 hours continuously. So on Wednesday after coming back from the office, I used to take a mock, analyze it on Thursday, and then again continue the same pattern for 1 month. And then in March, I used to give mocks every, I mean, alternate days, Monday, then Wednesday, and then maybe Friday. And this way you can just increase your speed along with clearing your concepts. So basically you have to manage your time. Maybe in the morning you have to take out like 1 or 2 hours, and in the evening after 7 or maybe after 8 you can just take out 2 to 3 hours, and that will be sufficient, I mean, for someone who has also prepared for CAT and ZAT. So I mean, this will be more than enough. So, I mean, if you are starting with your first mock in the month of Jan, and maybe on 10th or 14th of Jan, and if you're scoring, I mean, my first score was around 120s. And like I mentioned in my previous, like in the previous live session, so you have to be in the top 5 in the test in whichever mock you are attempting. So that should be your target for the rest of the 3 months. So that was my strategy. That's how I prepared.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for that comprehensive answers. Guys, I
Thank
hope
you.
तुम लोग को strategy समझा होगा from the ones who've actually cracked it while having a job. Whereas for someone who is full time into the preparation like me, like how I was, तो जितना टाइम दे सकते हो मैक्सिमम उतना टाइम, 12 घंटा जॉब होता है, 12 घंटा तुमको काम करना पड़ेगा लाइफ में, समझ लो, तो 12 घंटा दो अपनी जिंदगी का फॉर द प्रेपरेशन. एंड व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू वाज आई यूज्ड टू डिवाइड 12 आवर्स इनटू 4 parts, one for LR, one for verbal, one for quants and one for abstract. एंड उसमें क्योंकि एक ही चीज करते रहूंगा तो आई गेट बोर्ड. So for that reason, I used to divide that. So probably you can try that. If not, you can try other strategies also, जिसमें 2 sections कर रहे हो तुम एक दिन में, फिर अगले दिन दूसरे 2 कर रहे हो, फिर दो. So whatever you're comfortable with, but give maximum hours. सोचो कि ये full time job है तुम्हारा, and there's no room to slack off. And लाइक दीज गाइस सेड, ये लोग ने तो जॉब के साथ जनवरी से प्रेप करके सीईटी क्रैक किया है. तुम लोग के पास तो फिर भी ज्यादा टाइम है. अप्रैल में एक अटेम्प्ट है, मई में दूसरा अटेम्प्ट है, तो यू ऑल शुड डेफिनेटली गो फॉर इट. सो मेनी स्टूडेंट्स स्टिल आस्क मी कि हो पाएगा क्या, इज इट टू लेट? द एग्जाम्पल इज राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू ऑल, दीज टू गाइज who've cracked it with limited time every day. So just go for it, don't think much. And the second attempt is like a crazy thing that you all have, because इससे प्रेशर इतना कम हो जाता है कि it just gives you more confidence to crack the exam in your first attempt. So don't wait for second one, give your best for the first one, and फिर नहीं हो पाया तो there's always room for another attempt. Perfect. Guys, probably we can start taking up the questions. You all can see the questions already in the chat. जो भी तुम लोग को इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है, just go for it. First one, whoever wants to.
Yes, Vidhan, I can see a lot of questions in the chat, so maybe we can go
Yeah.
one by one. Uh, so here the question is, my question is that the question is from Payal. My question is, I passed out of 2025 and now last past month I did banking, which I did not clear, and from December 25 I started CET preparation. Now tell me how to improve each section. So, Payal, see, even as we both mentioned that we started our preparation in the month of January, and as you have already prepared for the banking, so I hope that your basic concepts are already clear. So you know like how the quantitative is, what are those topics. You have the introduction to all the topics. So how you can go is like firstly you try to give any mock. You will get to know what is the level of CET compared to the banking exam. So you'll get to know like how much you are prepared with this stuff. Maybe for an example, if you score 80 or 90 at this stage, there is a lot of space to improve upon. So you can try to check what are your weak areas, and then maybe you can go through those. Suppose if your quantitative is lacking or logical reasoning is lacking, so you can go through the videos on YouTube that for the particular section, go through those videos and try to improve that particular topic into the subsequent one. So, for an example, if you scored 80 and you have worked on quantitative, try to go for 90 score. So, after that, maybe you can again go through the videos on VARC, or go through the videos of logical reasoning, and then try to see if your score is increasing from 90 to 100 or 100 to 110. That's how you can go topic wise, so that you'll understand like which topic you're lacking on, and if you are improving the score in the subsequent mocks on that particular topic or not. So that's what I'll recommend.
Cool.
Ru-
Can take
yeah,
up the
Rucha,
next one.
if you wanna,
Probably,
yeah.
Rucha, you can.
Yeah, so we have a question by Vicky. So if I do mock analysis, then what should I do so that I will remember the mistake till exam day? So, maybe the main motto of our mock analysis is so that you know that you are lagging in one of the topic, or maybe you know your mistake. And after you spot your mistake, you also have to do the analysis in such a way that you have to check, okay, so you have spent maybe 60 seconds on the same question, and the topper might have spent like 30 seconds for the same question. So you just go through the detailed answer which is given, which I mean every test or mock test series, they give the detailed analysis solution of the same question, and you just go through the answer, and then maybe you are lagging in VARC. In VARC you are lagging in maybe one para jumble or something else. So you just go through the topic wise area test, or maybe you can go to the YouTube videos and check for the basic concepts. So how you have to connect the sentences for the parajumbles. And the main motto of this is you have to solve the questions. So by solving the questions, it will get into your muscle memory, and maybe you'll remember, okay, this is the way we have to solve the questions. So in that way you can remember your mistakes, and maybe you won't do that mistakes in your main examination. So solving more number of questions is the key to not do the mistakes in the further tests. So maybe that way you can keep the mistake in your mind till the exam day. And definitely for logical reasoning, abstract, and also for the paragraphs, antonyms, synonyms, you have to solve as many questions as you can, so that you get exposure to more number of questions and you won't make the mistake on the exam day. So maybe that's how you can minimize your mistakes and clear your basics.
Perfect. Thanks for that answer, Rucha. Someone is asking where to get free mock for CET. Anyone? You can go to our website. You can just create a login ID and you'll get quite a few free mocks which you can attempt for free, and you can also check your score with the others who've given over there. So you can practice over there for free. Uh, Athar, probably you can take up this question by Aditya Hengade. He's asking, I finished with AR and VRC portion, but not started with LR and QA. What should be my approach?
Yes, Vidhan. So yeah, I see Aditya's question that yeah, for the ALR and QA, right? So for logical reasoning and quantitative practice is the main thing that you have to do. So first thing what I would recommend for both LR and QA is that there are a lot of topics on quantitative. I guess there are almost 30 to 35 topics on quantitative analysis that we have. And even for logical reasoning, we have a lot of different topics. So first thing first, like I would request everyone that do not leave any topic because there are few topics that you will feel that this just for an example, if time, speed, distance is not really working for me, so I'll leave that topic and I'll cover all the other topics. But please don't do that because CET is the basic level exam. So what if the time, speed, distance question is very relatively very easy in the exam, and the other questions are hard. So I would recommend that don't leave any topic. uh first thing is this: do not leave any topic. And then for logical reasoning, maybe you can start with the puzzles thing. So there are different types of puzzles that you will that the exam will have. So 4 to 5 types of puzzles they'll have. So what I would recommend is that you do not have to focus on all the 4 to 5 puzzles, but try to cover at least 3 puzzles perfectly. So you as you do the practice, you'll get to know that which puzzle is easy to take. So go with the 2 variable puzzles firstly, 3 variables firstly, and maybe you can leave the 4 variable wala puzzle because 4 variable wala puzzle will take a lot of time. So go with that approach for the logical reasoning. And there are a few questions, really basic questions on mirror image or those that you can cover easily. For the quantitative, firstly get introduced with all the topics, and then try to solve the questions on each and every topic. So there are sectional mocks available as well on our website as well as on the other websites. So firstly go through the sectional mocks so you'll understand like which topic is really working for you or not. And then that's how then after the sectional mocks you can go with the full mocks, and that's how you'll get to know like which section you are particular which section you have to focus particularly on. So yeah, I totally believe that for LR and QA, for both the sections, practice is the only thing. So try to attempt more and more questions and try to understand your mistakes.
Perfect. Probably Rucha, you can take up the next one.
Yeah, so I would like to take up the question by Simran. So, how to study and from where to study? I'm so blank at all this. Okay, so basically, you're at the right time and you'll be starting at the right moment. This is so for me, I had taken the mocks from the TTP. And if you are starting from basics, maybe I would suggest you to also join the classes or maybe sessions where you'll get the knowledge of basics, because now if you start studying on your own, it will take a bit of time to cover all the topics. So if you join any classes, maybe online or offline, so you can go through all the topics, and then also you can do self study. So after going if you join the classes, so because even TTP has classes, online and offline sessions, so maybe you can just join the classes. So they'll teach you the basics and then you can do the self study. So with the help of this, you'll get ample of time to I mean go through the mocks or area wise test. Because I had previously studied for CAT, I it was not needed for me to go through the basics. So it's suggested to start if you're totally blank, you just join any of the class, and maybe for the 3 months just rigorous hard work and clear your basics. And again, the strategy, the time management is the most important thing, even in your examination and also during your preparation. So you can join mocks, You can join classes. So even for mocks, you can join mocks of TTP. You also have other mocks of maybe time. You can join mocks, and you, I mean, from where to study and how to study, this is the answer for it. Maybe that how
Yeah,
summarizes
fair,
everything.
fair enough. See, there are many classes you can join whichever you want to, but we've got confidence in ourselves because we were the ones who were able to crack CET, and we know exactly how one should prepare. So in our course, you've got things where you study right from the basics, recorded or live, whatever you want. The shortcuts also, the ones that we had used to get into JBIMS, the exact same shortcuts which we had used. So that everything is there. So if you're interested, probably just have a look on the website. If not, any class whichever you feel like going to. Yeah. Atharva, next question you want to take up?
Yes, so then like someone was asking here that if JBMS will be having a GDPI this year. So this question was from Vicky and Sarthak. Two of the people are asking this question. So just to give you a glimpse on it. So see, there is no official confirmation on this. I saw that like a few of the channels are quoting that this year we'll be having GDPI. But as far as we know as students and from JBIMS, there is no any official confirmation as such yet. So do not go with these rumors so far, because until and unless we do have any official confirmation, don't believe on any other channels, and like stick to the TTP information. We'll provide you the legit information as and when we'll get to know any official notice from the college. So till then, prepare for CET only. Do not go for GDPI. Like that's what I would recommend, because you will have enough time after the CET exam till the group discussion or PI if there is any. So currently stick to the CET preparation. That's what I'll recommend.
Guys, you all know, I think, that which channel are we talking about. तो ये सब क्लिक बेट्स पे इतना क्लिक करके मतलब नहीं है, बिकॉज सी वी आर नॉट हंग्री फॉर व्यूज. मतलब सिर्फ व्यूज के लिए ऐसे कुछ भी लिखो जिधर स्टूडेंट्स पैनिक हो जाए, इट डजंट मेक सेंस. सो प्लीज स्टिक टू लाइक really good channels where you trust the person. एंड बिल्कुल भी पैनिक मत करो, बिकॉज नोटिस कुछ नहीं है. सिर्फ हवे हवे में बात करने वाले लोगों पे देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन ट्रस्टिंग. एंड वी हैव गॉट स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम JBIMS, we've got alums of JBIMS. We are in touch with the professors of JBIMS. So कुछ भी होगा तो don't worry, we'll make a video on that. तो टेंशन मत लो. Probably we can just take one last video. Rucha, whatever you feel like.
So, I mean, there are many questions actually. I'll just take
Your choice.
one question by Abhay. So he says, my quants is weak. How can I deal with it in just 2 months? So basically, we have many variety of questions in quants. So the main to get your quants clear is you have to go through the basics, and there are many topics which are really easy to tackle. For example, maybe they were easy for me. I mean, you can also try, and maybe they might sound even easy to you. So might be ratio and proportion, or maybe simplification. There are also numbers, HCF, LCM, number series. So these topics are really easy. So I also agree that time and work, or maybe time and distance, simple and compound interest, they might be a bit topics which are a bit tough to handle, or maybe you need a lot of time to solve it. So you can focus and start from the topics which are relatively easy, which you find easy, and maybe that's how you can start step by step for these 2 months. And also we have some of the DI sets in the quant section, so which might provide a good chance and number a good chance where you can score a good number of marks, because if you solve one DI set properly, you might get 3 marks, and 3 marks right in your hand you have. There are around 3 to 4 DI sets in quants. So maybe you can also start preparing for the DI sets, and for the quants, basically practice is the one which you need. So start practicing as many number of questions as you can. So that's how you can just tackle your quants. Maybe you can when you're starting to prepare for CET, divide most of the time for the quants, and then maybe you can give it to VARC, LR, or which of the subject you are not comfortable with. So, I mean, that's how you can tackle it in quants.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys, for all these comprehensive answers. I'm sure all the viewers would have loved it. Aspirants, हम लोग Wednesday and Sundays को करते रहते हैं live at 8 p.m. We've got different students from JBIMS. We've got alums of JBIMS who keep coming to the live and guiding you all. So keep your questions ready for the next live, which will be on Sunday 8 baje. And we keep posting videos also on the latest updates या फिर preparation and all these questions which I see इसके सारे videos already बने हुए हैं and if not आते रहेंगे हमारे चैनल पे. So do subscribe to our channel because if not then you might miss out on such videos. So stick to it. Please subscribe कर दो, please like कर दो. It again I'm saying it really motivates us कि we talk to students, current students, we talk to alums, उनको invite करें and to help you all. So please do that. यार ठीक है, चलो perfect. Thank you so much guys. Thank you Athar and Rucha.
Thank you.